Since you all liked this video I did, I'm going to show you all my current thoughts on something else that I watched numerous times as a kid. This videotape. Yeah, this is gonna be a series now. Now then, think about this in the perspective of a little kid. You see this blue screen of text that you can't bother to read. All is silent, when suddenly that logo flies into your face at high volume. I was slightly scared of logos that do that. It's like 30% jump scare. Oh, I can't believe that this, of all things, was the first thing I ever saw about Sonic the Hedgehog. Not Sonic 3, not Sonic 2, not even Sonic Heroes. This. Well, actually, I don't know if this was before or a little after I watched this videotape, but I can also remember seeing my brother playing the Game Gear version of Sonic 2 on a TV. I can specifically remember this screenshot. Maybe he was playing Sonic Gems Collection on the PS2 or something.
You already forced me to tell you how to build my invention, Dr. Robotnik. Now let me go!
In case any of you are wondering, no, this isn't a follow-up to a previous episode. But even if it was, this is a really random episode to start off with. But anyway, there is no continuity in this series except for a few returning characters. So basically, SpongeBob continuity.
Now let me go! Or you go and I'll stay here.
What would you accomplish from that exactly? You'd still be tied up against your will.
I need a bolt.
You want a bolt? Here's a bolt!
He didn't really need a bolt in the first place. See?
I got it finished! I'm Dr. Robotnik's favorite lackey!
Well, I'm his favorite victim.
You're saying that like it's a good thing. And how can you be his favorite victim if this is your first appearance?
You stupid mounds of metal! Okay, Professor von Schlemmer.
Wow, Robotnik blames Scratch and Grounder for building it wrong, but then he immediately blames Professor von Schlemmer for giving them the wrong instructions on purpose. Wait, am I saying his name right? Professor von Schlemmer... Von Schlemmer... I'm never gonna be able to spell this, let alone pronounce it.
What do we have to do to get your invention to work?
I'll never tell you! Unless, of course, you fiendishly torture me.
I'll never tell you the secret formula, unless you cut my limbs off. I'll never give you this Infinity Stone, unless you can take my car to the garage. You can get what I'm seeing from that line, right?
Some fools might be able to withstand the torment of the rack, the pain of the whip, or the horror of the Iron Maiden. But nobody can stand the agony of defeat.
Get it? Defeat? Defeat? Also, we need to please those people who have a foot fetish and a tickle fetish. Did I really just say that?
Nobody makes a fool out of Dr. Robotnik!
Okay, even though I think Sat A.M. Robotnik is one of the coolest villains ever known, Jim Cummings is amazing, I really do have a joy out of watching Adventures Robotnik. He's such a delight. Sure, he's completely ridiculous, but his amusing voice salvages it. Rest in peace.
When I activate this machine, I will become the undisputed master of Mobius!
You're going to be the master of Mobius just by making an enlargement machine. Yeah, how can you rule the world with that thing?
Eat our dust, coconuts!
I'm so hungry, I could eat our dust.
Not literally, I hope.
I'm pulling a slick trick on banana brains. We got ourselves a gusher. Ah!
Is that water, or is it oil? With this show's random color scheme, it's kinda hard to tell.
Hey, Tails, we're in luck.
For sure. Welcome to Wienerville.
Oh no. I hope this isn't going where I think it's going.
Oh, right! It's the weenie capital of Mobius.
Hey, this is a real weenie town. Get a load of this super sausage factory.
The innuendos are everywhere!
Sonic the famous Hedgehog is here! In my town! In person!
I thought the population of Mobius mostly consists of anthropomorphic animals. Slobs, gorillas, bears. So why are they suddenly and randomly putting in anthropomorphic food characters? And from what I can recall, this is the only time we see characters like this.
Hi, I'm hungry.
You'll have to excuse my little chum. We missed a lot of meals the last few days.
Why? From constantly fighting Robotnik's robots? From traveling all over Mobius? And I think Sonic would know better than to skip a meal.
I skipped breakfast, little bro. I'm running low on fuel. You know, your body needs food like a car needs fuel. So don't be a slow-mo. Eat a good breakfast every day.
Just saying.
Our chili dogs, kraut dogs, corn dogs, turkey dogs, Wiener Schnitzel, Braunschweiger.
Wow, you've got sausage people serving people sausages. Not only is this place filled with innuendos, but it's also filled with cannibals. Can this get any worse?
When Tails gets as hungry as this, you never need a garbage disposal.
You'll never need a garbage disposal? That line makes me think that Tails can eat rubbish. He's not Upchuck or Tank, you know.
Oh, go on! No way the Humongo Gizmo can really make something big out of something small.
So where do you think the name Humongo Gizmo Machine comes from?
I'll need something very tiny.
How about Grounder's brain?
Funny.
This'll do. Belly button lint.
That's belly button lint? It just looks like blonde hair to me.
It's gonna explode!
Yeah, it probably would have been a good idea to confirm to the professor that he had tested it himself before you built it.
Right now, the only thing bigger in Tails' appetite is his stomach.
It doesn't look that big to me. And has it ever been established in this show that Tails has a big appetite? Like, normally?
Hun, why don't y'all try Major Mustard's 41 flavor ice cream emporium?
Is that place run by ice cream people?
Hey, what's happening? Hey, the buildings are getting smaller.
Well, there's another fetish we can check off the list. Growth fetishes. Or at least when the characters are suddenly the size of a kaiju monster.
My appetite's getting bigger. I'm so hungry, I can't stand it.
And despite Tails' appetite getting bigger and he's constantly eating things throughout the whole episode, he doesn't actually gain any weight. Which is weird because they've already referenced every other child-friendly fetish known to man. Unintentionally, I hope.
Ah! Oh no! Help!
That sign took an entire advert break to fall onto the mayor. Oh no, wait, this is a videotape.
It is a vicious scheme to destroy your village, and the rotten one who's behind the wicked plot is none other than Sonic, the deceitful hedgehog.
I swear, if these sausages actually fall for this obvious shit...
The accidental destruction of the Humongo Gizmo machine is the most fortunate mishap of my illustrious career.
You know, if this was, say, Eggman from Sonic Boom, he would have made this intentional. Like, he planned to malfunction the machine and grow someone to Megazord size on purpose.
I'm turning over a new leaf. If I was such a bad guy, would I be bringing you all these gifts?
Okay, he must have planned this. Why else would he be doing this kind of act so quickly? Was growing someone like Tails intentional or not?
Don't listen to him. He's trying to trick you.
It's Sonic who's deceiving you. Look what his monstrous friend has done to your fair town!
So they're seriously going to leap to conclusions and agree with Robotnik instead of, say, questioning how Tails got so massive?
I can't stop myself. The bigger I get, the hungrier I get.
And despite Tails eating everything in sight, probably not caring if it tastes good or not, he never ends up eating any sausage people. And thank God he didn't. I don't think it's a good idea to show the kids vor.
Professor Von Schlemmer's gizmo gas sure turned the tables on Sonic!
Yeah, and the professor's the only one who has the antidote.
Wait, there's an antidote? But you were torturing the professor on building the machine and just making the gas. Whatever plan Robotnik was scheming, why would he mention the antidote? He won't ever need it.
I'll make you famous like I did with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Meyerbot.
There's an Arnold Schwarzenegger robot? Makes perfect sense, actually.
Where is the famous Dr. Von Schlemmer hidden?
I know that! In the bottomless pit in the middle of the jungle of doom!
Why does Robotnik or Eggman keep making stupid robot lackeys? Why not build some that are just as smart as he is? Instead, he had to build dumb robots, who exposits his evil plans out loud or can be easily tricked by Sonic when he's clearly not wearing a disguise.
I want a brand new Edsel DeLorean!
Yeah, that's nice and all, but where are the doors that open upwards? Or the flux capacitor? Oh, and where do you store the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity?
I gotta find Von Schlemmer fast!
Why the hell are there eyes in the sky? They might be jungle trees and bushes, but it's the same color as the sky in some scenes.
I'm desperate to save my friend. I heard you have an antidote.
I do indeed. When I was a lad, I went to the circus one summer and I...
Not an anecdote, an antidote for your gizmo gas.
I'm guessing this was a trope in most cartoons from the 90s. Professor characters who are smart enough to make something extraordinary, but are not so smart in normal apartments. Oh wow, that wasn't even 20 seconds. I mean, I know Sonic's the fastest thing alive, but the dangerous quest to get the garlic looked like a walk to the left, like it was right next to where the professor was trapped.
You're too late. Our new national hero, Dr. Robotnik, has returned to save the day.
Okay, I know the animation in this show is nowhere near as good as other shows back then, but how the fuck do you screw up lip syncing like this?
Dr. Robotnik has returned to save the day.
Professor, you're a scientific genius. Do you know how to build a...
By an amazing coinky-dink, it so happens that I got the plans right here.
So, this guy confused the word antidote for anecdote, but he already has written blueprints for something Sonic made up on the spot? How does this show even work?
I can have it finished in 15 months.
I can build it in 15 seconds. Vanish.
That wasn't even 5 seconds. Did I accidentally press fast forward or something?
Sonic is too late! My freeze cannon will beat him to the punch!
Even if Sonic did build that thing in under 5 seconds, Robotnik didn't just fire at Tails while they were busy brainstorming? How did the chili dog even launch like a... I don't know why I'm questioning the logic in a show that doesn't believe in logic, but I can if I'd like to.
I hate that hedgehog!
I just feel awful for those terrible things I said. How can we ever make it up to you?
How about 746 chili dogs and some nice dessert?
What the hell? Tails' stomach must be a black hole. He's eaten a lorry load of chili dogs, trees, a car full of melons, and a building, and he still feels hungry? What is he, Kirby in disguise or something? I know these Sonic Says segments weren't in the original videotapes, but I'm gonna talk about them anyway.
You know, I love chili dogs, but the old bond needs some fruit and vegetables now and then. Milk and dairy products, too. Not to mention fish and poultry. Don't forget your breads and cereals. You need premium fuel to run your best.
And what's weird is that we've most likely never seen you eat a majority of these foods on this show, and yet you're fit enough to run 1,000 miles an hour.
Hey, Monkey Buck, how'd you get Robotic to let you use his run?
I'll tell you when I catch you, Hedgehog!
Yeah, we all know that's never gonna happen, so I think it's better if you tell us now, thanks. No? Well, screw you then.
Robotic is not gonna be happy.
You did what with my Egomatic?
This was the first time I saw Robotnik's headquarters, and even I questioned the giant golden statue of Robotnik doing the Hitler pose. I'm so sorry, I can't say that with a straight face.
Hey, how come we never get a vacation?
You'll get a vacation when I finish the secret project I've been working on.
Do you suppose he means the big monster in the basement?
Beats me!
You know, this is completely different from just catching animals from all over Mobius and turning them into robot slaves or soldiers. Remember, this show aired a year after Sonic 2 was released.
Soon you'll be completely in my power, and I'll use you...
What did he say?
And I'll use you...
I think he said rage, but I guess they accidentally cut out the G.
To control the entire universe! And lots of other stuff too!
Yeah, universe first, parallel dimensions later.
Are you my daddy?
Your daddy? Do I look like your daddy?
Uh-huh.
Look, I know he's a baby and everything, but seriously?
Daddy is always right, and Sonic the Hedgehog is wrong.
Who's he?
Daddy's worst enemy, and together we're gonna make Mobius a Sonic-free zone.
Sonic-free zone, Act 1. Yeah, even I came up with that when I watched this tape as a kid.
Sonic comes zooming down the road, slips on a banana peel, smashes into the cliff, and then you drop the boulder on him.
Wile E. Coyote is facepalming right now.
Hear that, Tails?
The robot's fiendishly wicked plan spells curtains for Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm really surprised on how good of an actor Jaleel White was, even when doing 2 shows at once. Yeah, this guy can do plenty of other voices besides Urkel, you know.
Who was winning?
I think the blue one was a little ahead.
You're one to talk.
What? Why is... How is he still... how can he... What's the point that... What does this have to do with it? You know, even by this show's standards, that's really random.
What do you think, Tails? Who do we know that's sleazy enough to kidnap the daddy of our bouncing baby buddy here?
Gee, let me guess. Dr. Wily?
Dr. Robotnik.
Ooh, close.
At last, I finished the control device for my ultimate weapon!
Gee, it's small for an ultimate weapon.
Hey, ultimate weapons can be small too, you know. I mean, these little things aren't called Infinity Stones for nothing.
My Gorilla Grande will climb to the top and install the most powerful laser cannon ever built. From that spot, it will be capable of blasting any city on the planet.
So, basically, Robotnik created a King Kong ripoff. Also, Mount Mobius doesn't seem to tower that high in later scenes, and Boom Boom's dad isn't that massive.
If that's an ape, I'm a monkey's uncle.
You my uncle?
How many more monkey jokes are in this episode?
Boom, boom! My long-lost son!
Daddy!
Yeah, sure. They already referenced King Kong. Why not Donkey Kong Jr.? Where's King K. Rool when you need him?
Do you have the proper qualifications to take care of this child?
What do I do? Play along.
Yeah, never mess with the SPCA.
Of course the thing Sonic made up is real. Either that or the robots are really that dumb. Jesus, that blowing is as strong as a hurricane. And that's just from a baby ape. I'd hate to find out how strong it is from his dad.
Big climb.
Wait, didn't Robotnik say that no one has been able to climb Mount Mobius?
Mount Mobius. No one's ever climbed it until now.
Well, I guess nobody doesn't count a baby gorilla, a young fox with 2 tails, or a super fast hedgehog.
As soon as I take care of you, Hedgehog, Mobius will be mine.
How exactly will Mobius be yours if half of it will be incinerated by the laser?
I know. That thing can't be plugged in up here. It must be running on a battery. And batteries don't just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's been about 2 years since I changed the batteries in this remote control, and it's still working fine. Oh no, wait, he's talking about 90s batteries.
I hate that Hedgehog!
Meow!
Boom, boom.
I'll boom boom you muscle-bound ape.
Well, that can be taken 2 different ways.
Next time, don't wander off without letting your daddy know where you're gonna be. That goes for you too, pals. Always tell your folks where you're going and when you'll be back. Bad things can happen if you don't.
Yeah, take the hint, Thomas! Sorry, that just really pisses me off.
Your hightailing days are over, Brad.
I should have listened to Sonic. Oh no! I really should have listened!
What did Sonic say to you? This looks like a different episode that's been cut in half.
Ugh. Yuck. I hate airline food.
Honestly, who does?
I'm waiting.
He's impatient. Can you tell?
I don't feel so good.
That's it. That's the last time I'm gonna let this happen.
I'm fine.
What was with the white screen thing? I think that was supposed to transition into the next scene, but they forgot to put the scene in. That even confused me as a kid.
Thank you, young man. That's the second time today I turned the oven up too high.
Yeah, leave now. Find a different family if you know what's good for you. Okay.
Remember the last time this happened? It made the pilot light go out on the gas heater.
I remember.
And then the electrical system started sparking.
I remember.
And then weren't we in for a big surprise?
I wish I could forget.
How were you two able to survive for this long?
You'll be safe here. Before he retired, Sergeant Doberman was one of Mobius's bravest soldiers.
Retired my ass. Hey, wait, where the hell is the army every time Robotnik invades?
Run in place! 1, 2, 1, 2, move out! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Sonic, I don't like this.
Did these people seriously forget that Sonic runs at very high speeds? Why is he suddenly so tired after running only a fraction of his normal speed?
Oh, it's the missus! I assigned her to the artillery range for target practice. Probably should have waited till she got her new glasses.
Wow, does everyone on Mobius have problems?
We're up, over, and gone!
Wait, why does the music sound different? Well, it turns out all the music from this episode was changed to a lower pitch, except for the opening and closing credits. Why? It just sounds weird.
If you know this little cutie's whereabouts, his poor, unhappy, miserable, sad and lonely real parents would like to hear from you!
What in the name of Mighty?
Tails belongs with his own kind.
Oh god, are they going to go all Chancellor Naysay on us?
I'll miss you, Sonic.
Hey, easy on the mush. There's only one way to handle goodbyes. I'll miss you!
Tell that to the ending of Doomsday, or Harry Potter, or Time Force.
Congratulations, your despicableness!
With Tails under my control, I can force Sonic to do anything I want.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was the right thing.
Okay, now we can check muscle fetishes off the list.
Can I live with you?
Well, don't you have a family?
Nope. I've been lost for a long time, and I need somebody to live with.
I have so many questions, which I'm not going to ask right now because this video has already gone off for long enough.
What's your name, Squirt?
Promise not to tell anyone? It's Miles.
Miles?
Holy shit, they're actually referencing something from the games. I never thought I'd see the day.
Tails belongs with his own kind.
Wait a sec. If those were his real parents, they'd have called him Miles, not the name I gave him.
Okay, well that's rather clever.
Apply the test sneaker to the magnetic sneaker gripper hedgehog trapper rug.
Only half price at Copyright.
Test the ceiling squasher Sonic Smasher Cruncher.
Only 40% off at home base.
Oops, you're in trouble, Doctor.
I'm never in trouble. I make trouble!
Seriously? Not even Robotnik can tell that that's Sonic? And he's supposed to be the smart one.
You spelled kidnapped with a C.
So, when I take total control of Mobius, that's the way everyone will spell it.
So, I can't see any online petitions around lately to force the government to change the spelling of words like business or geese or Wednesday. What the cartoon logic? I always thought that it was a sponge Robotnik was pulling out of his eye. But then last year I finally realized that it was actually a brick. Oh god, that made it worse.
Sneaker Gripper activated!
I hate that hedgehog!
Excuse me? That fake postman who was just here forgot this special delivery fan mail for Scratch and Grounder.
He's using the exact same disguise he used before, and Scratch and Grounder still fall for it, even though they saw Sonic after disguise and... I don't even know why I'm questioning this anymore.
Fan mail?
Us? Oh, gee!
Here's a nice one from Lulu Pubescent of East Mobius.
I know the fan mail and fan name are made up in order to keep the plot moving, but I'm asking this anyway. Don't you think it's a bit too early to acknowledge fan mail? This is the 16th episode of the series, and the show was first broadcast on weekdays, meaning this was most likely the schedule for the first 4 weeks. So, the show had to have aired, have someone love Grounder, write them fan mail, put it in a script, have the voice actors say the lines, animate the scene, along with all the rest, edit all of them together, and air the episode, all in under 3 weeks. It's strange thinking about what would happen.
You're my mom, you're my dad, and you're my picket fence.
Whoa! You're not gonna use the L word, are you?
Well...
Then I will, cause it's a great word. I love you, little bro. Now I've got something even more important to say. Noogie time!
Okay, even though this show mainly consists of wacky animation and random slapstick comedy, this is a really heartwarming scene. I really like it.
Where you going, coconuts?
I'm
I'm running away. Dr. Robotnik doesn't love me.
So you really think it's gonna be better out there?
We already did this kind of premise 40 minutes ago. Also, I never noticed that they actually used animation from the cancelled pilot episode in the end credits. Or at least not until a few years ago when I first heard of the pilot. Wait, there was a fourth episode? It didn't say anything about a fourth episode on the case, just the first 3. I was not aware about this episode for the longest time. Yeah, over an hour long. I thought they meant 63 or 64 minutes, not 84.
I hate God Duty. Hate it, hate it, hate it.
Wait a minute, what did that sign say? Dr. Robotnik's? Didn't a single person from the animation company see this mistake? Or did the cast of Winnie the Pooh make that sign?
Oh, something's coming! Oh, something big! Big, big, big! Really big!
Oh, there's King K. Rool.
Mine, Mama? Oh, well, hello, Mama?
King K. Rool is Robotnik's mother? How the hell does that work? Oh, right, yeah, that makes more sense.
Nice to see you, Mama.
Nice to see you!
I've heard of the bearded lady, but a lady with the same mustache as her son is plain weird. Maybe the mustache is a gene thing.
Why did you leave the Mobius home for really bizarre mothers?
That's a thing, apparently. The music is a lot better now, back to the normal pitch. Or at least I think it is. Is it me, or does the music now sound a bit higher pitched than normal? I don't know, it's one of the side effects of watching the previous episode. Are they leaves, or is that ice cream? Actually, it would explain why the trees are candy canes.
Here's a taste of your own medicine, pal.
Why not just cut the robots in half, like a saw blade? Like you normally do?
Eat some more, it's fattening.
And there's the inflation fetish. Okay, I'm just now starting to question whether these fetish references were intentional or not. Jeez, I'm saying that word a lot, aren't I? I guess that's the word of the day. Intentional.
You and I will head Sonic off this way.
Why do these robots have the letters C and W on them? Now, I understand 1 and 2, but C and W? Couldn't they think of anything else? Like, maybe 3 and 4?
Call us again if you have any problems. So long!
Excellent service.
And so quick! Now, let's get that hedgehog!
Seriously, Eduardo disguising himself as a human by only wearing a mustache is less obvious than Sonic's disguise.
I said no repairman!
Sure you did. Spiny little blue guy about so tall?
That was Sonic, you silicon brain!
Says someone who fell for Sonic's postman disguise in a later episode.
Sonny, get your head out of the mud and help me!
I can't hear you, Mama. My head is stuck in the mud.
And there's the trapped in the mud fetish. Seriously, I had no idea how much fetish fuel there was in this show.
Our lucky contestants will win an entire week of looting the city or town of their choice.
Sounds like a better game show than Horrible History's gory games. No, seriously, that was a thing.
The grand prize winner will receive his very own brand new turbocharged state-of-the-art Loopmobile.
Check that it has the steering wheel in it first.
Even our losers go home with this wonderful set of jiu-jitsu knives. They'll cut anything.
Don't give the kids any ideas.
Real swords and knives are not toys. They're sharp. You can hurt yourself or your friends or family.
You no good, Nick! You idiot, Nick!
What a running gag, Nick.
I
I'll give myself a birthday present. The capture of Sonic.
Is that Mama Robotnik laughing or Robotnik crying? I always thought it was the latter when I was little.
Oh no! It's Robotnik! No, it isn't. Unless he turned himself into a girl.
You know, a gender swap fetish might be likely given the show you're in.
And I wanted so much for him to grow up to be a lawyer.
What the hell is that thing? And which one of them is Robotnik? I'm guessing this one. I mean, he did throw sand in his face.
He was such a nice baby.
Wait, that one is Robotnik? What the fuck was his mama feeding him to gain that much weight that early on? And he's already growing a mustache years before puberty. Like I said, the mustache is a gene thing.
If only Robotnik could have his Fuzzy Wuzzy back, I'd just know he'd be a good boy again.
Did you not think Robotnik might have grown out of his toys? I mean, most kids do once they reach secondary school or a little earlier. And years later they go back to those toys because they are now valuable artifacts.
Where is this Fuzzy Wuzzy?
It's in our old home in Chaos City.
Chaos City, eh? Bloody hell, why didn't they ever use that name in the games?
Dear Sonic, I have gone to Chaos City to save Dr. Robotnik's Fuzzy Wuzzy. P.S. Mama Robotnik says to tell you I'm gonna go through the Pandemonium path.
I'm surprised Tails can spell the word pandemonium. Wait, can anyone hear that? I can still hear the music.
Couldn't you have picked a lighter boulder?
Wow, more Wile E. Coyote references. Rocky cliffs and everything. They pointed the camera in the wrong place.
I've heard so much about you.
Robotnik in a dress?
Now's not a good time to inform the kids about transvestism.
You won't be around when dessert is served, Hedgehog.
Ah, gee, the place is crawling with Robotnik.
Ooh, are we going to see Sat AM Robotnik? Or main series Robotnik? Or what about Gerald Robotnik?
This is Fuzzy Wuzzy!
You know, this is making Chucky as intimidating as Jason Voorhees.
Someone help my Fuzzy Wuzzy! Someone help him!
You really like that thing?
See? What'd I tell ya?
Please help my Fuzzy Wuzzy! Please!
Promise to be good?
Anything! Just save him!
No son of mine is going to promise to be good!
This kinda sounds like writing a kid would use. I mean, how many times were you asked, promise to be good, by your parents?
We wish you a happy birthday! We wish you a happy birthday! And a next year!
Not bad.
Ew! That's way stale, guys. Nothing like the fresh smell of the forest to clear out the old gray matter.
What does this have to do with Mama Robotnik? Or birthdays? Or teddy bears that turn into Frankenstein monsters? The other segments were somewhat related to the other episodes, that's all.